Antonio, here's Paul George.
And some.
He was just 1 of 9 from three-point range on Thursday against Toronto, and he gets his first here just a few seconds.
But the Pacers, the 25 rebounds, I'm not sure he'd have made up for all of those, but he'd have made up for some.
Here's George
Hill. Take a time out. Pacers came out like we said they need to come out. A lot of energy early.
Durant, his jumper good. He shoots 51%.
The right future. They're starting to figure out that he's a guy that if you get into him in physical, Miles hadn't handled it well. I said, you've got to defend well, but you've got to find ways to get rebounds. That was a problem in the game against Toronto. Paul George, you can't fall asleep on him. He's trailing down the court, and nobody's up there to get him. That's, Frank's taking a timeout. You can't fall asleep.
Guys, get into Thunder. Guys who are crashing the boards, create contact. That's how you block them out. That'll be a key tonight.
Yeah, you go get people on
punch. At the All-Star break. And Paul George, strong inside. He just pulled his way through Westbrook.
He came through the baseline and nobody saw him.
And here's a nice pass to Hill as the Pacers carving up OKC's defense.
Well, the Pacers have done an outstanding job.
Durant off the glass.
That was Jordan Hill that tried to stop him.
Waiters. This is a different Waiters than we saw in February.
No question. He was not. That's what I thought the Pacers needed to see. Tough matchup with Solomon Hill. If you can't move Durant and he gets the ball one dribble from the basket game, that's the way the Thunder want to play.
Have to get to the free throw line. Paul George tried, doesn't, but does get the basket. George Hill ahead to Paul George, and he will lay it in, and Morrow just not a very intelligent foul. If you're going to try to foul him, you've got to stop him from getting to the rim. He didn't even try.
Proverbially hammering.
Durant, Ibaka. And right now they're chewing up the Pacers defense.
They really are, because the Pacers are having a hard time keeping either.
Paul George attacks the rim.
Yeah.
Love it.
He really did. He was ready to take on Ibaka had he gone. And Ibaka, a very good shot blocker, didn't even leave his feet.
Adams is back in.
And that ball got partially touched in his hand by Jan Mahinmi.
The lead is 13 for OKC.
Let's just hope he's getting his offensive rhythm. Because Paul's going to need some help out there on the offensive end.
Kevin Durant.
Oh! Very nice move. Change of pace there by Paul George on Ibaka to get him in the post with an undersized guy.
What you showed and described in our open.
There's no way George can make that play. I mean, there's no play to be made. You can see the two guys we've been talking about outrunning Durant and Westbrook.
And now George's jump shot just inside the arc. He has 20. Started the game. 13-2 was the Indiana lead with 9 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Ibaka's jumper good. And this is where his game has just grown. In his 7th year, that's a big-time shot.
Yeah, he just keeps laying.
DeRozan.
Yeah, they've got guys that can make shots, and so does Oklahoma City.
Durant has 16.
And that's one of the things that he misses as the ball is thrown over the top. Billy obviously called that play out of the timeout. But that's why you miss Monte Williams. Those are the kind of play that Adams can make. On Paul, they're taking.
And Paul George is fouled.
I mean, Brad can coach it. I don't care if you're playing tiddlywinks. Some people just have a gift, and that's not just a gift that he doesn't work at, but he has a gift. George
Hill for another 3. That's 3 of them. Back-to-back games of 3. Waiters fades.
That's got to be off Ibaka. Sure. Push it at him.
George.
Yeah, push it at him.
Against Waiters.
Yeah, push it at him. Waiters is no way he's going to get back. What people cannot do, as a rule.
Here's George in the corner, wide open for 3.
Well, they caught the Thunder napping there a little bit. Let it go.
Here's George again.
He's playing good enough. Let it go. Yeah, he's playing good enough. When he catches it, you got to let it go. Because if you see your team struggling, that ties the game up. Y'all read it. Good job by Paul.
Here comes Paul George, and he will go up and under. Pacers have the lead.
They read that Waiters wasn't prepared to shoot it as he prepared himself to throw it. Paul just got his hands in the path. Got the steal.
37 for Paul George. 19 in the quarter. Durant. OKC back in front. 88-87.
OKC and like OK Corral.
His career high for points here at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. He had 37 back in 2012 against New Orleans. He has 37, Quinn, through 3 quarters tonight. After at 53%, Durant starts the 4th quarter and scores over Solomon Hill. And Durant now with 23 and 10 rebounds.
Might have been a little impatient with that.
And Durant gives OKC the lead.
Comes right back down and knocks it.
Kevin Durant has 26.
Same for you. Yeah. This is a treat.
Yeah, no question. Absolutely. Here's Durant, challenged by George, and he slung it in over the top.
Somehow. I mean, I don't know you could guard him much better than that. Paul was there, hand on him.
Pacers trail by 4. They had a 4-point lead earlier in this quarter. Once the Pacers took their 96-92 lead.
Oh, that's too easy. Yeah, that's time out. That's too easy. And the reason it was, I said too easy, and I can see
George has not scored here in the 4th. He gets inside, draws the foul, banks it in.
It's a basket.
He's got 39. He has brought his all-star, all-league game tonight, clearly.
And the thing he's starting to do more, Chris, is this. We've seen more shots off the glass.
2-man game, Hill and George.
You gotta shoot it. Yeah, you gotta shoot it. You got Durant out there, and he's not gonna close hard.
That's a big-time shot by George.
Yeah, shoot that one.
So it's a 6-point game right now. Durant in the lane. Cantor. And a timeout by Frank Vogel and the Pacers as Enes Kanter has scored 3 big baskets off the bench here in the 4th quarter. In the 3rd quarter.
He was really smooth getting 19 in that 3rd quarter, Chris. Able to take on the defense, challenge it, get shots to go in. I really, I like the pace of the way he played. And this is a couple of 4th quarter shots that he's still able to knock down. So he's still found himself in a pretty good position.
Miles has come in first time, 2nd half. Paul George.
And one. Yes!
Made it! And a foul! Paul George!
Sure did.
What a
Smart
shot!
enough to get that one going to the rim.
The Pacers have a chance to make it a 4-point game.
You can see he catches it. You can see reaching in right there is Westbrook. And Paul George just keeps going with the ball. Westbrook comes off of George Hill, reaches in.
Don't have to rush. Here's a 3
Well,
by Paul George.
Yeah, you don't have to have a 3.
And Durant is fouled by Ellis. Maybe a little quicker than you wanted to.
I think he could have taken a dribble and got a